Did you know that over 1,000 people move to Charleston every single month? It's quickly becoming one of the hotspot destinations to retire in the United States due to year-round sunshine, lower taxes, and some of the happiest people around. In fact, Charleston was voted the 14th happiest place to live in the United States according to WalletHub. But before you start packing, there are definitely some things you need to know. Today, I'm sharing your ultimate guide to retiring in Charleston with 7 things you need to know, from tax breaks to the best areas to live, and I'm willing to bet that there's a few things on this list that you don't yet know. Hi, I'm Sarah Newman, and I make videos about what it's like to live here in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm a real estate agent and founder of the Elevate team with eXp Realty. So if you get value from this video and you're thinking about making the move, then our team would love to help. All of our information is in the description, and we'd be honored to meet you. Okay, first, let's start off with what just might be the biggest financial advantage of moving to South Carolina. South Carolina is one of the most tax-friendly states for retirees in the country. We're talking about thousands of dollars staying in your pocket every single year. First, South Carolina does not tax your Social Security benefits, not one penny. You keep 100% of those checks, which is huge compared to the 13 states that do take money out of your Social Security benefits. It gets better. The state also gives you good retirement income deductions. Under 65, you can deduct $3,000 a year from qualifying retirement income. If you've hit 65, that deduction jumps to $10,000 yearly. This works for your pensions, 401ks, IRAs, all that good stuff. Are you former military? Then you may deduct all of your military retirement income. That's included in your South Carolina taxable income. And there's more. Once you're 65, you get a total income tax deduction of $15,000 from South Carolina's taxable income. After adding all that up, you can save big compared to states like New Jersey or New York. That's a nice vacation or a lot of rounds of golf. Now, how about property taxes? They are super low here. South Carolina ranks 45th nationally for property tax rates with an average effective property tax rate of just 0.53%. This varies by county and tax district, but if we're using averages here, let me put that into real terms. On a $700,000 home, you'd pay about $3,710 a year in property taxes. And actually, it's a bit less than that in parts of Charleston County and Berkeley County. Many people moving from northeastern states are paying $15,000 to $20,000 plus per year for the equivalent home. If you do want to deep dive into property taxes, I have a whole video on the channel about that, and I show you the websites that you can use for all 3 counties here to go play with the numbers and look at what the estimated taxes are. So check out that video if you really want to deep dive on property taxes. Now, of course, this is on top of the lifestyle benefits that you get in our area. And don't worry about finding the right community just yet. When we look at the 55 plus communities a bit later, you'll see why so many retirees tell me that the value here is simply unbeatable. Part of the reason that taxes are so low is that owner-occupied residents get the benefit of a lower assessment rate than commercial or second residences. So keep this in mind if you are looking for second home or investment property. Oh, and don't forget the homestead exemption. Once you're 65 and have lived here for a year, you can take the first $50,000 of your home's value off the tax rolls completely. That saves you hundreds more dollars every single year. Now, what about housing costs? Looking at Charleston as a whole, the area's median home price from July 2025 is around $585,000, but it varies a lot depending on where you look. For example, downtown Charleston is pricey at about $1.25 million. Mount Pleasant's homes are averaging right now about $935,000. Want something more budget-friendly? North Charleston has homes around $362,000, and Hanahan is currently around $425,000. Here's some good news for you. Charleston is actually trending right now towards a buyer's market. About 64% of homes are selling below asking price. This means you've got room to negotiate and get some nice incentives, which has definitely not always been the case in the hot markets of the early 2020s. Saving money on taxes is just one piece of the retirement puzzle. Where you choose to live is going to have an even bigger impact on your experience here. So next, let me show you some of the top retirement spots around Charleston. If you caught my last video, I went over the top 5 suburbs in Charleston for retirees. I'll briefly share those again here, but for more thorough explanations, please go watch that video next. Our first pick is Johns Island. Johns Island embodies rustic charm, and it's managed to keep that real Lowcountry feel even as it's gotten more popular. The median home here costs about $632,000, making it relatively affordable given its close location to downtown and the beaches. You get that relaxed, country meets coastal feeling without paying the high resort prices. This area is perfect if you value space, peace and quiet, and natural beauty. If you want to have a gorgeous sunset view from your porch while still being fairly close to Charleston's amazing restaurants, then Johns Island deserves a good look. Next, let's talk about the Kanehoy Peninsula. This area is tucked between Daniel Island and Mount Pleasant. Median home prices here cost around $600,000, which is a good value considering how close you are to some of Charleston's most costly areas. The big news for retirees interested in Kanehoy is the brand new Del Webb at Point Hope 55 plus community opening in late 2025 or definitely by early 2026. We've got clients on the VIP list for this community, so please reach out to us if you too want to be one of the first people to get access to this highly anticipated community. Beyond Del Webb and Point Hope, there are other beautiful neighborhoods like Wando Village, Nellyfield Plantation, Beresford Hall, and Beresford Creek Landing that offer more options if you're not looking for an age-restricted community. Kanehoy is perfect for the forward-thinking retiree who sees the potential in a growing area. If you'd rather live in a place that feels like living in a resort year-round, then you'll love Daniel Island. With homes costing over $1.5 million, Daniel Island is at the high end of Charleston's retirement market. The island is a master plan community known for its waterfront views, upscale neighborhoods, and small town feel with easy access to downtown. It offers miles of trails, golf courses, shops, and schools, making it a popular choice. If you love a picture-perfect neighborhood and a close-knit community feel, then Daniel Island may be great for you. Now, if Daniel Island is a bit too exclusive for you, Mount Pleasant suburb could be your best fit. Homes here average around $935,000 right now, which is still high, but a lot less than Daniel Island, so it's all relative. Mount Pleasant has an unbeatable location, being close to the beaches and downtown, as well as an abundance of shopping and amazing dining options, creating a lifestyle that's hard to beat. If you value convenience, established neighborhoods, and a wide range of amenities, then Mount Pleasant should be very high on your list. If you're looking to strike the balance of great lifestyle with affordability, then Somerville comes in as arguably the best suburb for retirees. The median home price in Somerville is about $406,000, meaning you get the most bang for your buck here compared to other places in Charleston. Somerville is truly a 55-plus community paradise with the highest concentration of active adult neighborhoods in the whole area. I have an entire playlist on the channel about 55-plus communities, literally hours and hours worth of content. So go check that out if you do want to deep dive into the various neighborhoods like Del Webb, Four Seasons, Horizons, and Crestwind. Somerville offers the ideal balance for retirees who want convenience, excellent amenities, and an active social life without the premium prices of coastal locations. Now, I've shown you some of the best places to live, but here's something equally important that people often think about too late, which is access to quality healthcare. This can make or break your retirement experience. Let's talk next about what you need to know about healthcare in the Charleston area. By the way, if you're considering a move to Charleston, looking to retire, buying a second home, moving for work, or whatever the case may be, our team would love to help you find the perfect home here. We love hearing from you, so if you want to reach us, all of our contact information is in the description of the video or right here on the screen. You can even set up an appointment and free consultation with us right on our website for a phone or video call at elevateteamcharleston.com/start. Okay, let's circle back to Charleston's healthcare excellence. The area's healthcare system is world-class and has several major systems. The Medical University of South Carolina is our leading academic medical center with comprehensive services and ranks #1 in South Carolina for the 10th consecutive year. Roper St. Francis Healthcare has locations throughout the region, and Trident Health serves the Tri-County area with multiple locations, as well as the Ralph H. Johnson VA Medical Center Hospital downtown. CenterWell Senior Primary Care, which offers dedicated senior-focused healthcare with locations in North Charleston and West Ashley. MUSC Geriatrics and Aging Services provides specialized care for older adults. But here's the thing, where you live determines your access. And that can be a big deal as you age or as life throws you unexpected curveballs. Some people don't think about healthcare until they need it. Your access to hospitals and doctors' offices really varies dramatically depending on where you live. In downtown Charleston, Mount Pleasant, North Charleston, James Island, Somerville, and West Ashley, you're within a 15-minute drive or less to major hospitals. Johns Island and Daniel Island residents are about a 20 to 25-minute drive from major medical centers without traffic. If you're on one of the coastal islands like Edisto, Seabrook, or Kiowa, you're looking at a 45-plus minute drive to major hospitals, and that's also without traffic. That is definitely something to be mindful of, especially if you have any current medical concerns that you need to keep in mind. Next, let's chat about Charleston's 55-plus communities, which are so much more than just housing. They're social hubs with resort-style amenities that often blow away what you'd find at private country clubs. Let me show you where many active adults have found their ideal retirement lifestyles. Del Webb Charleston at Nexton in Somerville is a crowd favorite. When finished, it'll have 1,400 homes across 350 acres with a stunning 26,000 square foot clubhouse. What sets Nexton apart is its dynamic, award-winning mixed-use setup that blends residential neighborhoods, luxury apartments, offices, schools, and green space into a vibrant live, work, play environment. Nearly half of the community is devoted to parks, trails, woodlands, wetlands, and open green space. The median home in Del Webb Nexton is in the mid $600,000. Crestwind Charleston at the Ponds, also in Somerville, spans over 1,000 acres of preserved natural areas featuring historic live oaks, walking trails, lakes for kayaking and fishing, and even a restored 19th century farmhouse. It features resort quality amenities centered around a 12,000 square foot clubhouse and truly has a very peaceful setting. Average homes here are selling for around $500,000. Del Webb at Cane Bay, established in 2007, offers mature landscaping and an established social scene. The community boasts a 20,000 square foot resort clubhouse, complete with indoor and outdoor pools, a fitness center, arts and crafts studio, ballroom, and more. While new construction is sold out, resale homes are available and averaging about $412,000. Horizons at Summers Corner stands out as the most affordable 55-plus option, with homes starting at around just $318,000, with several new build options under $400,000. The median home price here is about $403,000. This developing area is in a peaceful pocket of Somerville with miles of walking trails centered around the connected communities and Buffalo Lake. Amenities coming soon include a resort-style swimming pool with a sunning deck and private cabanas, an indoor lap pool, luxury fitness center, and even an outdoor bar and food truck bay. Horizons also just opened a new location in Goose Creek and Carnes Crossroads, right on the border of Somerville. Prices are about $25,000 to $45,000 higher here than at the Summers Corner location, so it's still quite affordable. In addition to the future adult-only amenities, this neighborhood has spectacular amenities like multiple pools, water slides, a gym, walking trails, and an on-site farm, so you can get produce that is literally grown in your neighborhood. Four Seasons at Lakes of Cane Bay by Kay Hovnanian features something truly distinctive, a spectacular 300-acre lake system offering water-focused amenities like kayaking, fishing, and boating that you won't find elsewhere. Highlights of the 24,000 square foot clubhouse include a saline indoor and outdoor pool, fitness center, aerobic studio, billiards and card rooms, a ballroom with a built-in stage, large demonstration kitchen, and an outdoor amphitheater overlooking the lake. Homes are averaging about $600,000 here. While these communities offer amazing lifestyles, we need to talk about about another critical factor that affects your retirement happiness: the climate. Before you pack your bags for sunny Charleston, there are some weather realities you need to understand. Charleston's climate is a huge draw for retirees escaping those brutal northern winters, but you need to understand our unique Lowcountry weather patterns to plan your ideal retirement lifestyle accordingly. Our subtropical climate gives you mild winters, but let's be honest, intense summers. From June through September, average highs hit 88 to 91 degrees Fahrenheit, often shooting well above 95 degrees. And with our humidity, the heat index regularly climbs above 105 degrees. Hurricane season runs from June through November, with the peak danger zone in August and September. Our year-round benefits include super mild winters with temperatures rarely dropping below freezing. Charleston only had 16 days at or below 32 degrees in 2024. This means outdoor activities are possible in 10 plus months of the year, which is a massive advantage over northern states. The summer hack that local retirees use to enjoy the outdoors year-round is pretty simple. They adjust their schedules. During summer months, outdoor activities shift to early mornings or evenings, or even move indoors. For example, indoor pickleball courts have become more popular and common, and is a great option for those hot summer days or for rainy days. Some retirees wisely plan annual trips to cooler climates during July and August. This heat and humidity is just one of those things you need to prepare for before moving here. Just like some other issues like HOA restrictions or flood insurance that we'll talk about here in a minute, a little knowledge up front saves you so much headache and letdowns down the road. The good news is that most of these issues are easy to navigate with the right information. That's exactly why I make these videos. As many northern transplants say, you don't have to shovel heat. While summer can be challenging, the vast majority of northern retirees say that they would never move back home, despite the summer heat. The trade-off of mild winters and extended outdoor seasons make the adjustment worth it. For hurricane preparedness, it's important to know that Charleston has experienced 31 hurricanes since 1851. Flood insurance is required in most zones except Zone X, with costs ranging from $450 to over $3,000 annually, depending on your location and elevation. Properties in Zone X can have up to 80% cheaper flood insurance, which is a huge consideration when house hunting. Year-round activities are everywhere in Charleston. You can enjoy historic Charleston tours or visit the abundance of county parks and historic sites. Waterfront activities include harbor tours and boating, visits to Fort Sumter, and dolphin watching. Golf enthusiasts can play at courses like Wild Dunes, Patriots Point, Crowfield Golf Club, and Legend Oak. Beaches are easy to get to, with Folly Beach, Isle of Palms, Sullivan's Island, and Kiowa Island all within reach. Senior-specific programs include the Mount Pleasant Senior Center, which offers specialized fitness classes, including Zumba and bar. The Lowcountry Senior Center on James Island hosts golf meetups, book clubs, and has walking trails. And get this, any resident age 60 plus can attend state-funded colleges at no cost on a space-available basis. How cool is that? You can finally take that class that you always dreamed about taking. So we've covered the good parts of living in Charleston, but let me be totally straight with you. There are some potential pitfalls, just like anywhere, that you need to watch out for. And if you don't plan for them, they could really put a damper on your retirement dreams, because even paradise has its challenges. As I just mentioned, flood zones and insurance are critical. Zone AE is the most common high-risk flood zone with a 1% annual flood chance and requires flood insurance. Zones V and VE, which we say stands for very expensive, cover coastal areas with wave action and have the most expensive insurance. Zone X is the lowest risk, where flood insurance isn't required, but is still a good idea. Advice I give my clients is to ask their insurance agent before making an offer on any home is to get an actual homeowner's and flood insurance quote, not just an estimate. Similar homes can have a $2,000 or more difference in yearly insurance based just on flood zone location and the type of home that is in that flood zone. If it's on a slab or if it's elevated, all of these things go into consideration. That variance is a lot of money every year, so you definitely want to be prepared for this upfront. Another thing to look out for are the HOA rules in 55 plus communities, which can surprise you if you're not careful. Common rules include no RV parking overnight in driveways, no overnight street parking, fencing limits, and pet limit. Age requirements say say that at least one resident must be 55 years of age or older, unless you're buying a new build, in which they allow a certain percentage of the residents to be ages 50 and over. Children under 19 are limited to visits of 90 days per year. However, anyone over the age of 19 can actually live with you full time as long as you meet the age requirement. Another thing to keep in mind are the differences between buying a pre-owned home and a new construction home. I find many of our clients want to buy a brand new home, which is great, and we have a ton of options here for buying new. It's just a completely different ballgame altogether to buy a new construction home, especially if you're buying it from scratch, meaning you're going to build it, select the lot, the floor plan, and all of your upgrades. I have other videos on the channel where I go into all of the nuances of new construction, but for now, just know that the timelines and processes are very different than what you may be used to. So it's best to work with a professional and experienced agent to come up with the best game plan to help you navigate this process, especially if you're moving from another state and have a home to sell there. We do this all the time. Most of our clients are moving from other states and have homes to sell. We can definitely help you as well. This brings me to the last and final crucial thing you need to know. This is a big mistake that I see people make when they move to Charleston, which is moving without a transition plan. After helping hundreds of people move here, we've spotted a pattern that leads to major relocation regret, and it's completely avoidable with the right approach. Doing your research, visiting the area multiple times to make sure you get familiar with all the good and the bad that this area has to offer. Make sure that you are truly happy once you finally make this move happen. We know that it can be overwhelming moving to a new area, and of course, my team and I are here to help, but ultimately, only you can decide what's the best fit for you. Knowing your criteria, your deal breakers, and must-haves, having realistic expectations, as well as being willing to be okay with not having every little thing be perfect is really important, because truly, there is no such thing as a perfect house, no matter your budget. Many people are surprised to learn that even buyers with a multi-million-dollar budget still find things that they don't 100% love and things they want to change after purchasing their home. Every person is different, and I've yet to see anyone who felt like a home was perfect as is without wanting to change at least something about the house, be it an aspect of the layout, some cosmetic finishes, or perhaps they compromise on the location in order to get the house they loved. This is not to say that you won't find a house that you absolutely love, so please don't misunderstand. I bought a house earlier this year and I absolutely love it, and it's perfect for me, even though it's not perfect objectively, and there are things that I've done to it and continue to tweak the longer I live here to make it my own and put my stamp on it. I've observed over the years that people can get caught up in a lot of the more minor and less important details around things in the home that can be changed, and they sometimes lose sight of the bigger picture of what's important to them, like the overall lifestyle or things about the home that cannot be changed, like the location. That's why in the beginning, it's important to have a list of your top 3 to 4 things that are absolute non-negotiables for you, so you can keep that as a North Star to come back to when you get overwhelmed. Some other things to look for when picking a retirement home that I'd recommend would be looking for single-story layouts, because stairs become a real pain as you age. Make sure the primary bedroom is on the first floor. This is crucial for future mobility issues. If you do get a 2-story or elevated home, some coastal properties are designed to be elevator ready for later installation, or may even have an elevator installed already. Consider low maintenance yard options, like a 55+ community that handles all that exterior maintenance for you. Location priority should include proximity to grocery stores, healthcare offices, pharmacies, and whatever else is important to you. Charleston International Airport is 20 to 45 minutes from most retirement areas, which is an important factor if you travel frequently or expect regular visitors. Many people move specifically to be near children and grandchildren, so factor family proximity into your decision too. For financial preparation, get pre-approved so you can be comfortable moving forward and know what you're working with as a budget if you're securing a mortgage. Prices vary widely here, so it's important that you're not shooting in the dark and can be focused from the beginning. My recommendation for our team's favorite local lender in the description below, and feel free to reach out to her anytime. And don't forget to factor in moving costs, particularly if you're hiring professional movers for a long distance move. I've actually had many clients price it out, and they just decided by the time they paid for professional movers to move all their stuff, they might as well just sell or donate their stuff back home and start fresh when they get here because it was just so expensive. So definitely do your research there. A lot of people will also just do pods and have people load it back in their home state and unload it here, which is a more budget-friendly option compared to hiring professional movers for the entire trip. So what's the bottom line here? Charleston is an incredible place to retire, but you need to do your homework first. Let me quickly sum up everything we've covered today. Charleston offers an amazing retirement lifestyle with great tax benefits, top-notch healthcare, and year-round activities. With good planning, Charleston can give you that perfect blend of Southern charm, cultural richness, and active retirement living that makes it one of America's best retirement spots. And if Charleston is on your retirement radar, our team would love to help you find the perfect spot. All you need to do is reach out to hello@elevateteamcharleston.com or text the number on the screen, or set up a complimentary discovery call so we can actually get to meet you and connect. As always, our contact information is down below in the description of the video. Oh, and make sure you check out this video where I went over some of the new 55+ homes in our area. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you got value from this video so you can be the first one to know about all things Charleston, and I'll see you in the next video.